not our birthplace, but it's the place we come from. Right?
Yeah. I was just having a conversation with somebody when we said,
Follow this wave. I don't wanna play the games you play. I don't want you to leave. I just wanna make you stay. Because I love the way your body day. Okay, follow this wave. I don't wanna play the games you play. I don't want you to leave. I just wanna make you stay. Because I love the way your body moves.
so we just gonna reintroduce it. Yeah. So
That's Lyle. What's that song called?
wait.
Wave.
It really sounds really good.
Nice
Appreciate
It sounds really good.
Hey,
We'll try to get you on the BT Awards next week.
hey, let me know. Get me while I'm still for free.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because when
Tyler
the
Perry owe me like $5, so I'm gonna hit him.
Oh, okay.
That'd be my favorite. I'm calling.
all right, cool.
I don't want the
If he could spare-
$5.
If you could spare $250 out of that, be good. It's just
$250, $250,000.
how much does he owe you?
$5.
I know. Give me half of that.
$2.50.
Yeah.
He's worth billions. Let's at least get to $250,000.
Okay. Let him
Let's
pay.
play sue him.
Let him pay my amenities, stuff like that.
I just want my royalties for the song because this is gonna be our song now. Especially when I get this Tyler Perry's. Yeah. So Lagos traffic. Lagos is the city in Nigeria.
Yes.
Crazy city, but there's no place like home. I feel like anywhere you go, like even our sound engineer that's from another part of the South, I don't want to mention where she's from, but it's like she lives here in Georgia,
Uh-huh.
but I'm pretty sure she can also relate like there's no place like home. It's just sometimes you can't stay home for long because then you remember why you left.
Mhm.
Yeah, you get out of there, you kind of miss the feel of having that childhood type of feel. We talked about this last week where we remember being in boarding school. At the time, it was hell, but looking back at it, you almost want to go back.
It was fun.
And be on that soccer field,
Yeah.
trying to be the. Who's your favorite soccer player back then? Not right now.
I'll say Zidane.
Okay.
Zidane. That was my favorite. That was my favorite soccer player. Till this day.
Team USA lost.
I was telling people, I said, you can't just crown yourselves champions.
It's not just that. We had this discussion, and let's not really get into it because I don't think a lot of people are interested in us talking about, like, we will passionately talk about this basketball.
Right. Yeah.
And that was to say that this team that they sent to go get the gold, right?
Mhm.
Out of everybody that's on that team, is anybody considered a superstar? On that Team USA roster? Is any of them a superstar? I rest my case. So imagine if USA had lined up all our superstars.
But whose fault is that, though?
That's not the point, though. That's what I'm trying to ask you. Is that what if we had lined up all of our superstars? Then what would you?
Well,
do?
I mean, we've lined up our
got beat
superstars,
by Dennis Schroeder.
but we've lined up our superstars before and lost.
To who?
We've gotten brought. Well,
The last world, not the World Cup. What's it called? Olympics. We won gold.
yeah, but I'm saying that,
That was-
the same squad that we would get to come have gotten bronze before.
LeBron has not been part of that squad.
Yeah, he was part of
No,
that.
not that squad with the people we're going to introduce. Like if you bring in LeBron,
Mhm.
you bring in Steph, you bring in Booker, you bring in Miles Turner as a defensive, and you bring in what's the dude from Memphis? The center, the defensive player of the year.
Oh, you mean Jared Jackson?
Him. Bring him in.
He was
too.
there.
No, I'm saying, but he's not an offensive player.
No, he's not.
Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard. Come on. I'm naming players that are going to fire all these other players. And if you look at the players that actually advanced, most of the players that are actually like Dennis Schroeder won the man of the match or some shit like that.
He won best player of the
The
MVP.
tournament.
He won MVP.
There you go. He won MVP.
But what does that say
What
about?
can he do with
But what does that say about
what
the
has he
team,
done in
though?
the NBA?
But what does that say about the team, though? You let
What
Dennis.
has he done?
You let Dennis out of all people.
Yeah, because
You didn't even let
that
Doncic.
just shows you that-
didn't let Doncic.
Doncic got eliminated.
Yeah, but I'm saying you
But he
didn't even.
couldn't- so
but,
that means he couldn't be a player.
but even if I'm just
Doncic
saying that
would've won
out
if
of
he
all
would've
people, I'm saying out of all people,
You're right.
you let Dennis Schroeder.
Of all people, America let Dylan Brooks shoot 6 or 7 for 3
That
points.
dude was a player. I mean, defensive player of the tournament.
So you can see how crazy. You mean if Kawhi Leonard was there, he would actually have a chance of being defensive
When was the last time Kawhi played defense?
I'm talking about he's playing for the country. It's different. It's
He got to be
way-
healthy first.
He's going to be healthy. We're putting in scenarios that are going to take these players out. Let's just put them as being at their peak, very healthy, and they're playing.
Well, Kawhi's never going to be at his peak again. But he's still a good player. He's still a good player.
He's a great player.
He's still a good player
He's
right
top
now.
75.
I'm talking about right
You
now.
bring Russ's energy. Don't bring his jump shot. Just bring his energy.
Who?
Russ,
No, just leave him at home. Just leave him.
James Harden.
Huh?
James Harden. Running the offense. Chris Paul
Nah,
coming off the bench.
No, I would.
I wouldn't be on the coaching staff.
Look, you could have the main like 4 players or 4 or 5 players from US be on there, and then let the subs be like young folks.
Yeah.
But
That's what I feel happened, and I think that's what's also. I'm a Boston Celtics fan. I feel like that's what also killed. Again, we're going to get into this. You got to really
Yeah,
back this up. When the Boston Celtics went to the finals against the Warriors, I felt that the Warriors really won because of their
experience. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. with that.
Boston was more athletic. They were faster. They had the better play. Jason Tatum at the time. I'm not saying Steph.
No. At better player. Yeah. No. At that time.
Yeah,
At that
Jason
time.
Tatum was the best player.
Yeah.
And they still beat them, right? Because they had the experience. And I feel like if America had a KD just coming off the bench, just chilling, like he is that person you put in your chamber when you just ready to go off. You put KD on the floor. You put Book on the floor. You even bring in Jordan Poole. You bring in these players that you know are
Is
not
Jordan
afraid
Poole
of.
American?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure because half of these people I be thinking
You're right.
American, and then next thing you know they're paying for
Yes.
Dominican Republic.
Another guy plays for China. Slow-mo. Something Anderson.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
What's
Chris-
his name?
Chris Anderson? No, Chris Anderson's birthday.
Clarkson.
Kyle Anderson.
Clarkson.
Yes. Plays for the Philippines.
Philippines.
And he carried that team on his
He
back.
did, but he does have some players with him though.
Oh yeah.
He do have some players, but he did carry that team. Hey Kev. Actually, but we're gonna go right into the topic, and the topic for today is who cheats more and why. Who cheats more and why?
You asking 2 dudes sitting here who cheats more and why?
Well, we have a female here too, so she can give us a little input. She can give us a little input.
We should ask her that question.
Okay, actually, that is true. That's the true statement.
What?
Do you think men cheat more or women?
Women.
Cheat more? She already gave us an answer.
Right.
Women.
No, we cheat different.
Y'all cheat smarter. And
I don't
men
even think they
just
cheat. I don't even think women cheat
We
smart.
cheat more
Oh, well, they
viciously.
definitely cheat smart.
No, I think it has. Oh no, but let her finish first.
We cheat more strategically.
Isn't that like chess moves? You try to make sure that you don't get caught. That's being smart about it.
We cheat strategically. It's not a matter of more. It's just different. You just go about things completely.
Do you think
different.
women actually cheat in the sense of they just want to have sex, or they cheat in the sense
No.
of it's an attraction?
they're missing something.
They're
They're missing something
missing
from the
something from the
relationship.
It's
man.
an affair that you're having.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Where-
not
Yeah.
with men. If a woman is cheating on you, it's
It's more
You
devastating.
need to really
it's
think
more
about it.
it's
Yeah.
more detrimental
It's
to the relationship.
Yeah, basically.
One,
Yeah.
because it's rare that a man will be able to truly forgive that, and 2, if we cheat, it's an emotional attachment.
And I'm not saying.
You want me to
and
give
I was
her-
about- that's
give
all-
her input?
Yeah, and you're right. But no, I was gonna. I agree with her completely because I'll say, it is true where women cheat is more of they missing something from the main dude or the main relationship, so they're trying to find something. When a man cheat, most likely it's just because it's available.
Mm-hmm.
But that availability can also turn into an affair, right?
Yeah,
If he falls in love with
Yeah.
her, and not just
but
fall in love with her and not just the,
it can. I believe it can happen.
it happens a lot.
No, I for some reason I believe that even when a man is telling the side chick, "Hey, I'm gonna leave my wife for you," he lying. He
Because
lying.
if you're gonna do it, just do it,
Right.
right? Like, but then this is a part of the sneaky leaks that actually I don't like, right? Like if you are, like you have an agreement, like I'm married,
Yeah.
So, and I'm not condoning cheating at all.
No, none of us are.
I'm married, and the chick in the beginning said, "Yeah, I know, I know what it is." And then as time goes on, she starts to develop more of an emotional bond wants to replace that person.
That you cheat, that's getting cheated on.
She begins to call that man her husband.
And that's why I say,
Oh, you never get babies. So once you've gotten them pregnant and they have that forever attachment with you, it's over.
but
For
that
18 years.
but that's why I say I don't even think it's really about women being smart or wicked. I think it's the people that they cheat with. When I'm not gonna assume when it comes to women.
Well,
But I'm
she's
gonna talk about
interject if you do.
right. But when it comes to men, and the man is the side dude, usually the man ain't trying to say, "Oh yeah, let me be the main nigga." Usually the side dude is happy where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think a lot of men, well, when it comes to like friends with benefit,
Yeah,
the men benefit way more.
way more than women. Yeah, because
And
we ain't got to
a woman
do
is
nothing.
looking for friends with benefits because she also has an attachment, but you're just her
Jump off.
sneaky leak.
Yeah,
That man that you have called your sneaky leak probably has no emotional bond to.
right.
It's
All
just
he's ready for is for
it's
you
the-
to text and say you're
It's
on
the
your way.
sex. Yeah, that's it.
And once he's done, it's like when the microwave goes bing, bing, he's ready for you to get the fuck out the house. But then you're not ready because you started to develop an emotional bond towards him.
Mm-hmm.
And you also despise your man at home. So now the man that you want to be with doesn't want to be with you, but the man that wants to be with you annoys you.
For some reason.
And in your mind, you're thinking, I'm going to convince the sneaky that we need to be together. But I'm sorry, you could never really convince a man to start a relationship. Because the man knows you're going to have to start spending money. And
And that is the main point.
And
the side nigga like,
they
all I gotta
also
do is-
heard all your complaints about this dude. And we are realistic, right?
yeah,
All the complaints that you're saying are not really complaints.
yeah.
You're just tripping. Man, I got home and
He work all the time.
how are you supposed to pay the bills? Right? Or I get home and I say I want the 2020 GLE Benz, and he over there talking about let's get the 2018. And you know you can only afford a Camry for her, a Corolla. You can't really give her the Benz, and she's telling you all this stuff, but she's like, but I love coming here and being with you because you always there for me.
I just give you dick.
There we go. You're confusing two things together. Don't be dickmatized. Is that the word?
Yeah,
Don't be dickmatized. That should be the word of the day.
That word of the day?
Yes. And niggas don't be pussy with,
Yeah.
right?
Because
Because
there are occasions where a dude can get hooked and then it's completely over it.
you know the guys I feel worse for are the guys that end up with it could be a one night stand or it could be a brief relationship with a girl that you know is outside their league.
Yeah.
And the girl finally wakes up and she's like, because some girls do that rebound shit.
Oh yeah, true.
Where it's like, you know, I'm gonna get with this guy because this guy's always been there for me, but he is not my type at all, right? But in his mind, the guy's like, okay, she's single now. You start pushing her back. You take her out, you gotta go eat, you get her drunk, you drunk, you gotta go back to either her crib or your crib, and something happens. And then she's like, okay, financially, he's taking care of me, so. And then she meets a dude that's actually in her league. And the dude is like, he's like a roach. You ever see a roach like, all right, you trying to kill that roach so you can just focus on.
He don't go away?
He just
Oh, okay. I thought you meant he looked like a rope.
No,
I was gonna say,
not
damn.
anymore. He's texting her. You know when the girl is almost either being nice to you or she's into you, the communication is on point.
Yeah.
Good morning. She texts back. What are you doing? She texts back. But when she has her eye on another prize, and you look at your phone and you see that you got a whole bunch of like 15 blue messages and nothing has been responded back to, good morning, beautiful. And that's the thing that got you in trouble. You're giving her this pedestal. Or when they say good morning, queen. No. Grand rising.
What y'all need to do is just say, "What's up? How you doing?"
What you want?
What you exactly?
What you want?
You know what? Funny enough, a lot of women prefer guys just to be up.
They prefer guys
They
that
say
are
they.
almost assholes,
Yeah,
but are
I would say
also
that.
gentlemen. Assholes that are gentlemen, right? Women
Basically,
like the bad boy,
corporate thugs. Corporate thugs.
because it's like
A dude that's ready to like snap on a person, but they still got I guess they still have the intellectual prowess.
and before y'all start saying we only talking about like men, the women too. Like we like a woman that's like corporate, but she can almost
throw
act
that
like a
thing
stripper.
back.
You know, exactly. She could be a stripper the next moment. Like,
Oh, but for us though, for us,
just for
for
us.
us, for us.
Just like it's us, just for them.
Yeah, basically.
Like when we go out and girls are either turning heads looking at your man, or they say oh, he smells good, he looks good, but he's committed to you. That makes you feel a little good. Versus a man that you can take him anywhere, nobody's looking at you, nobody's looking, nobody's threatened. And the same thing with a girl. Like you ever see a girl with a dude and she really revealing, like her figure is out, the ass is popping, and the nigga's not even, he's not too concerned because he knows that that's his girl. And I saw this one video. Speaking of, this man said, "I'll offer you," and it was a girl and her guy. And the dude said, "I'll offer you $5,000 to let me kiss you." And the girl said, "No, my man got more than that." And then the dude said, "I'll offer you $10,000 to let me kiss you." And again, no, my man got more than that.
See, that
And he
answer,
looked in his book bag.
I remember like that answer.
He looked in his book bag and he brought out 15. He says, "Let me kiss you for 15." The boyfriend.
He said,
He
"You better." He said, "Go ahead."
Is that
Go ahead.
really your boyfriend?
Nah,
If you could sell a kiss for 15,000, it's supposed to be priceless.
but I didn't even like that answer though.
Like her
You
man
shouldn't,
got,
yeah, you shouldn't. That shouldn't be the answer.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting you. That
well,
I
I feel
expect
like
you
that
like-
was a boss type response to him. Like, no, my man got it. That
okay, if you
yeah.
put it like that, I was thinking like, because in my mind, what I was thinking was, she's saying that if my man didn't have that,
I
then
would,
we
yeah.
don't.
No. Even the way she had her arms around him was like, this is my man.
Oh, okay.
He can do this. But then when the man brought out, and it was cash, when the man brought out 15 stacks, he started looking at his girls like, I mean,
Yeah, you see, I don't be liking that. You can dudes that are willing to sell their girl for money. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that.
you can sell any part of your dignity for money, and you can be bought.
Yeah, because like if I'm with my girl and a dude comes over like, oh yeah, bro, let me get a kiss for 20 G's. I'm like, nah.
And I'll say, if you can get it, then she's yours.
Yeah,
Just like I believe if a girl says, the opposite sex too, then he's yours also, right? Certain
That's
things
true.
are just really off limits.
that's true.
But if we're going to go back to your original question, I think men cheat a lot more. I think the opportunity is just, okay, because I don't think that men will want to have sex.
Mind you, we're not talking about women back in the day. We're talking about present day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like women use sex as a weapon.
Okay.
So that means that the sex that's going to be available for men is always going to be plenty. Men have to work for sex.
Right.
Women just, it's when they want to give it to you.
Right.
They give it to you. Right?
Right.
So who's cheating more? Like a woman is not going to, I'm not saying all women, but women in general are not going to go around and have sex with 5 different dudes in 1 week. But if you give a dude that opportunity, I said, but if you give a man an opportunity to have sex with 15 women in a week, he would do it.
Yeah.
Gladly, without question.
But how many men do you really think having that opportunity?
Will Chamberlain.
You talking about dudes that are making money. I'm talking about
That's why I
regular.
said money gives you that opportunity. Women want something, so they'll offer you the one thing that they know is the most valuable thing that they have to offer. See, a woman that wants something that has sex with you is also having sex without emotion, right?
Yeah.
Because certain people say, I can have sex without kissing because kissing is way more intimate than having sex.
I don't agree with that.
Do you
I don't
agree
agree
with
with
this?
that. You want me to tell you why? Because me sticking my penis in you.
Your mother's watching this. Let's be PG.
Okay, sorry. Me having sex with you is intimate.
It is, but people see kissing as being more intimate.
I think it's all the same.
Do you agree with this?
What? I'm sorry.
Is having sex more intimate than kissing?
I think it's all the same to me.
It depends on what type of sex. Missionary is very intimate.
No. Like you meet somebody
Mhm.
off the bat, you're not really into the guy, and he wants to kiss you.
Mm-mm.
Versus you guys are drunk, and you're still not into him, but you want to have sex.
Neither.
You shut both down.
Yeah, because they both intimate. I think that I think both actions are intimate. I mean, someone said I was watching a video on social media. It said there was this woman. She said, so having sex with a dude is okay, but y'all draw the line when it says y'all can't when it comes to making the dude a sandwich.
What?
So you can have
So
sex with
basically,
you, but you won't make it.
Yeah, no, you can have sex with the dude raw, But you can't. But you draw the line when it says, "Oh yeah, you can't make me nothing to eat." That so
What is happening, Ren? What is even happening? Okay.
so basically, it's just saying that we got our priorities messed up.
Mm.
In other words, saying that because I do think
I think she's not making a sandwich because the sex is wet. I think
no,
if
no,
you-
no.
if
But
you
she's
think
not
that-
saying
Okay,
after sex. She just means
say
in general.
Okay.
She just means in general. So
Well,
yeah,
it depends on how you ask her to make the sandwich.
Hey, I'm hungry.
If you do like on some baby boy shit, you'll get results.
Exactly. But if you're
Go make them fucking
women
tacos.
don't, especially women now, they don't like a demanding man. Especially even if you bring something to the table.
So because I want to ask questions. Because if that's the case, then you say you don't want a demanding man. So in other words, do you want a man that you can walk all over?
Hell no.
There's an in between. There's a man that can listen to you and can also be the man. A man that's going to say you're my partner, but I still run this household. But he doesn't vocally say it. But she knows it's understood. He gives her the opportunity to express herself. See, if you go around, if you and I, we're partners in this, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I go around bossing you all the time, you're going to be fed up and you're going to start giving me attitude because I feel like I'm better than you.
Well, there's this between boss and a leader.
Well, that's how some men operate in relationships.
Yeah.
And that's what gets these women upset. And then I think like women, it's like when a mosquito bites you, and then many mosquitoes come bite you. When one woman tells another woman, you better not be submissive to no nigga, like you were independent. She's gonna tell another girl that. She's gonna tell another girl that. It's almost like when we say, damn, that girl got some good ass. You're gonna look at her different. Right? Some men are gonna try to get with it because that's what somebody told them. And some men are just gonna look at her, damn. If she ever just came out with it, I'm gonna have to say that. I think that's the reason why a lot of people got with some of these celebrities.
But also, I think it's because that circle is really small.
It is. That's what I want to get. I don't get why these Hollywood people just don't. There's a billion people out here, right? Like people like. There's so many celebrities. Okay, I'm gonna have to say like Halle Berry. Halle Berry has been a lot of celebrities. I'm talking actors, baseball players. Is it because these are the same people in her bracket?
Yeah.
Because if you look at something like Matt Damon, he walked into a bar and married a bartender.
But that's because men and women want different things. A lot of women want security. A lot of women want a guy.
What about the women that are already secure?
I think women still want a guy that's going to be able to, that has some sort of level of, you make me feel secure. Like if shit goes awry, I know that you can take care of it.
Do you think a woman will still be with you if you are making, say, $3 million a year, and now you would probably get in this tragic accident and you can't make that money?
It depends on the woman.
And you've been in that life for like 5 years, but now it's completely stopped. You think she's gonna be with you? And you're in a wheelchair too, so she got to take you everywhere and take care of you. Remember that Kevin Samuels?
Uh-huh.
Did you look that came up? And
Oh, you said there's some static noise in the background? Really? Hold on. Real quick. Entertainment, please, real quick.
there you go. See how you bossing me around? Quit this show.
Really? That's how you feel?
But Kevin Samuels had said something to the effect of, no, a girl called in and she said she's divorcing her husband and that's why he had got cancer and she's always taking care of him. And he had asked, so how long before you had cancer was he taking care of you? She said the whole marriage.
Oh, it doesn't say broadcast. I wonder why.
You said what?
Oh.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hey y'all, give us a quick minute. We about to come right back.
It's a quick commercial break.
Yeah, man, there we go. Let me see something real quick. All right, now we back. You good?
All right. Yes, I can see my face again.
Okay, we good. We good now. Yes, Lord. Woo. Yeah, sorry y'all about that. You know, thank y'all for letting us know. For letting us know. Yeah, thank you.
Give whoever gave that notice a shout out.
Lulu.
Yeah, tell Lulu we need that address so we can send you a $5 gift card to
From Walmart.
Blockbuster, Netflix. I don't even think $5 can cover a month of Netflix.
Really? Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
it's expensive now.
Yeah, especially
Everything's so
if you want to add family and friends to it.
And you add family and friends, and when you try to watch something, you can't even watch something because the whole profile is taken down.
Yeah.
So you just go in and change your password on every motherfucker. Like, y'all get the fuck out.
I was like, what the? I was like, for
It's
real?
no different than you being a nice person. You saying, somebody says, I need a place to stay, right? And then they move in with you and they disrespect the fuck out of your space, right? They drinking all your drink, all your cereal is gone. They not really making the bed when they go. They're not respecting your spot.
Yeah.
And then you start thinking every day, like, I can't wait for this motherfucker to get it. Hey, you said you want to order some pizza? Yeah, we can order some pizza. You mean nice, but back in your mind,
like, nigga,
so,
you need to go away.
you mad that you made that choice. But yeah, if you're going to be a guest at somebody's house, respect their house.
Yes.
But back to what I was trying to say. So Kevin Samuels, this lady had called in and she said that she was divorcing her husband. He had cancer. And first of all, a lot of women hate Kevin Samuels, but I love the fact that, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, but I love the fact that he was unapologetic, right? And majority of the men understood where he was coming from. His delivery was off. It was too direct for women, I believe. But some women were living in such a delusional state where they call in, they're making $30,000 a year, but they want a man that makes $600,000 a year, and they already have 2 kids. And Kevin asked this simple question: what can you offer that man? And their response is it's always about sex.
You know what? Have you ever heard of this guy?
What else can you offer me except from sex?
But that's
and then there's a
have you heard
a
of
room just silent.
But have you heard of this guy? His name is Patrice O'Neal. He was a comedian.
Isn't that dude that got in trouble with Tiffany Haddish?
No.
Patrice is the louder one. Yeah, never mind.
Patrice, he passed away.
Yeah,
Patrice passed away.
That was
but he basically he had a comedy show, and he was like, he said, ladies, imagine you with your man, you guys been together for a couple of years. You get into a car accident. When you get into a car accident, your vagina is gone.
What the fuck kind of car accident is this? I would think the dick would be gone before the. There's nothing.
The female is in the car accident.
Oh, you're not in the car.
You're not. No.
Or she just has her vagina just taken out.
Yeah. So she get into an accident. Her vagina, boom. She don't have a vagina no more.
All right. I'm gonna struggle with this one. Let's go.
They said women. He said women. Your man can't leave you for 2 months just because you were in an accident.
Yeah.
So you get 2 months grace period.
Uh-huh.
They said, what other ways can you what other ways do you have to keep your man?
To please him.
No, just to keep him.
Uh-huh.
To keep him. To make him say, you know what? I'm not leaving this woman.
Yeah.
Do you know what all the women were saying? I'll give him anal.
Yeah.
I'll give him
my mouth.
I'll give him my mouth.
I'll use my hand.
Yeah, stuff like that. He said, you see? Look at y'all.
You have options.
Those are the options you give. You didn't say play 2K. You didn't say learn how to watch basketball or nothing. You just went straight there. And it's true. It's true.
Women know by default that the ultimate yes from a man
is sex.
It's sex. But they never want to come out and openly admit it because it almost looks like it's a transaction. But it is.
It is. Life is about transactions. I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of things in life is about transactions.
There are women that are direct and they'll see and be like, "Oh man, you're cute," and they come and they want to let you know.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we see the woman that's beautiful and she knows that you're cute, but she still wants you to do all the work. And if you fail to do the work, then she begins to talk shit about you. If we get rejected by the woman, then we get our feelings hurt a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But then we move on to the next one.
Some of these guys ain't taking rejection too well.
No,
though.
they're not, because they don't know how to manage their emotions.
Yeah. Some of these dudes
And some of the dudes that read into females that are being too nice.
as them liking them. Or what do you
I
do?
don't even think it's them liking them. Like, okay, so sound engineer right here, right? We walk in every day and she says hey to both of us.
Yeah.
Right? But you read the hey as it being completely off.
She wants this.
Yeah, exactly. So then when it's time to leave, I'm like, all right, we'll see you next week. But you want to stay another 5 minutes.
Right.
So what you doing after this? And she's like, what? I'm going home to my
What-
boyfriend.
what-
You'd be like, well, you know, you want to go out to go eat? So Bojangles like right there. You're trying to impress her, but she already shut you down and said, I
Right.
got a man. But you're itching your way to get to that one moment where she's going to let the guard down. And then you think you're going to get what you're going to get. But then, you know,
That's why I don't believe in this whole guys and girls friendship stuff.
it's possible.
It's possible, but it's not.
You just have to be very guarded.
Nah. Let
You
me
have
tell
to
you,
say-
usually-
okay.
This is how majority of friendships that between men and women usually starts like this. One person like the other one put the other person in friend zone, and now they sisters or best friends now.
So let's draw another picture, right?
Uh-huh.
So she has a boyfriend.
Okay.
Her boyfriend is my homeboy.
Okay.
Her boyfriend is my
Okay.
homeboy.
Okay.
So she
I'm trying to follow where this is going.
so
That's
she
why
becomes my homegirl,
okay.
and then we become friends.
Okay.
And they break up.
That's by default.
But you drew your default.
Okay.
I'm drawing my
Okay,
default.
go ahead.
So then we become friends even after they break up.
Okay, but were you ever attracted to her?
I'm a man.
Were
But
you
I
ever?
told you-
Did you want?
Okay.
Did you want to smash?
I'm a man.
Did you? That's not the question
But
I
I'm
asked.
telling you right now
I'm
that
asking
if
the
you're
question.
able to set boundaries, which means that I never chill with her one-on-one.
Okay, that means y'all not friends. Y'all associates. Y'all more of associates. Friends
So
hang out with each other. Friends hang out with each other.
we go have dinner. The people are there. We're having dinner, but people are there.
No.
at the dinner table.
When I talk about friends, like perfect example. Oh, sorry.
He just gave me like COVID-15. It hasn't even. He took me back. He took me back 4 years, and then he did this. Just spread it all over me.
No, I was trying to wave it off.
That nigga said, "Well, you get in the car, you're dying." What I'm trying to
Candy.
what I'm trying to say is, when she broke up her boyfriend,
Uh-huh.
we became friends.
Okay.
Right, and then every once in a while, I'll hit her up, or she hit me up and like, "Let's go grab something to eat," or "Let's go get."
Like, see, then if that was like perfect example, if I was her boyfriend and then I heard y'all and we're still cool, and you why?
But why you cared? Y'all broke up. I'm not smashing her. We're friends.
But the thing is that why are you still hitting up my ex?
What if I had a girlfriend
Uh-huh.
and she was my friend?
What do you mean?
Like after she broke up with her boyfriend.
But you met her through me.
yes.
So
And-
why
and I
why
said-
so then
Why does that matter?
It
that's
does matter.
That's what people. If you're smashing, it does matter. If you're not smashing, it doesn't matter. That's where you bring your insecurity. Because if she broke up with, if it was both of y'all, y'all broke up,
uh-huh.
we cool,
Yeah,
and that we're still following each other on social media.
that's different.
No,
I'm talking about hanging
building,
out.
I'm building it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying that it's something that you just found out.
Okay.
We're too close for you to just find out, right? And then you hear that, oh, did you see your cousin and your ex was, you already knew about that. It's different if you say, yo, I went over to, my girl was at her crib and Tim was right there, just on the couch, basketball shorts and everything. I would never put myself in that position. That means you're trying to get, you know what you're trying to get to.
Okay, well,
That's why I said
that's you,
a
that's
man
you.
and no,
That's
not me. There's a lot of people
No,
out there like that.
I'm saying that's your personality.
Oh, yeah.
But there are a lot of
men
guys out there.
No,
that-
I'm not telling you if the opportunity didn't present itself, I wouldn't. I'm saying
so
that
y'all
a
not
man-
friends.
You are a man.
You
has
don't
to-
fuck your friends.
Okay.
Period.
How about I put it this way?
You don't fuck your friends.
There are people that are family members
Uh-huh.
and they marry, like, okay, there are 5 cousins, they're all men.
Okay.
They are all married
Okay.
to 5 females. Out of those 5 men that are all related, they find an attraction to like their cousin's wife. Like she looks good,
But they're not.
but I wouldn't fuck her.
But I'm saying, but they're not friends though. I'm saying like you and her being friends. I mean,
Uh-huh.
like legit friends. I'm not talking about the friends that on social media. Hey, what's up? I hope you do. I'm talking about like real.
We live in the
friends.
same city.
Y'all
we've
hang out.
Yes.
Y'all go out.
But we've never done anything sexual.
I'm not saying it's not possible.
Okay.
I'm not saying
I
it's not
thought that's
possible.
what you were trying to say.
No. I'm saying that it's more likely
It's
than
very
not.
rare.
It's more
And I
likely
will
than
agree
not.
with you. 99% of the time, the attraction lies on the man's part.
Exactly.
If the opportunity presented itself, he will tear that shit down.
Because dudes would be like this. Oh, so your boyfriend don't allow you to have friends? Oh, we can't be friends. All I want to do is just hang out with you. You know, I'm like, dude.
And
Dude,
girls already
come
know.
on.
But girls change their mind depending on what the man's wallet looks like.
That's
They put him in the back. They put him in the back burner, right?
That's why
They still take his information, right?
Uh-huh.
So when the main is either acting up or the funds is not really funding, then they go to that backup. Women always have plan A through Z.
So that comes back to the question:
Who cheats more?
who cheats more?
That doesn't mean that they're cheating. You remember what she said? The word she used?
What?
Y'all more what? That means that they can go ahead and make a man believe he has a chance.
But the thing,
And he's
so
already
it's
sent
not-
her
so-
$1,000.
so-
She's already paid her
so
bill.
it's not cheating if your woman
Mhm.
is accepting money and all that other stuff from other men. It's
Is that
not
cheating?
Yes.
How would you define cheating?
Cheating is I would just say cheating is giving your unnecessary giving attention to somebody else while you're in a relationship. I don't think it's just sex, because there can be emotional cheating.
Yeah.
There could also
definitely.
be psychological cheating.
Is there financial cheating?
Yeah, if there's emotional cheating, there has to be financial
Well, we
cheating.
know what emotional cheating is. We can define that, right? But
Yeah.
I'd like for you to define a financial cheating. If you and your girl are together and
Uh-huh.
I'm sending her money, how is that a financial cheat?
Well, because
She knows you can't afford it, so she's looking out for you.
see, we ain't even had to go on.
No, I'm not.
We ain't
I'm
even
not.
have to
I'm
say
not.
that.
I'm not. Okay.
We ain't even have to
Okay.
do that, because how does she know I can't afford
Then
it?
she'd have asked you.
Because she did it.
A secure woman never. I told you that story about the woman that says, "My man got it. My man got it." When he
Uh-huh.
got to 15, the man said, "Slow down now.
You better take
You
it.
better take that kiss. Put your tongue in his mouth. Make it 20." You know, he could be bought, right?
Uh-huh.
And I do also believe certain women would not want to put you through that because they can easily play somebody else and get that.
But that's
You
still
ever seen
wrong,
people?
though.
Okay, how about
I
this?
would
Let me
still
ask you a
say that's
question.
still
Let me
wrong.
ask you a question. A woman that's in a relationship, but she has an OnlyFans, but she's not fucking anybody. She's just playing with herself.
I mean, if that's how she makes her money.
That's what I'm saying.
If that's how
But
she make that money.
Who's funding them?
Bet.
So is he's giving me COVID 15.3 now. So if the men are funding her, isn't that not cheating?
But there's a difference. You see, no. Should I tell you why? Should I tell you why? You obviously know that she's an OnlyFans. You do. I know that she does
You
OnlyFans.
knew that going in.
You didn't know. No, I'm not saying you knew. Because like I said, I didn't say you guys were doing anything together. She was playing with herself. She was
No,
making-
I'm saying the girl, like my
she never
girl,
told you she was doing OnlyFans. But that's how she was generating her income.
Well, then that's cheating, because I think that's cheating. Now, if you told me and you gave me the,
I think it's wrong, but I don't think it's cheating. I
Why
think
not?
it's wrong. It's immoral, but that's not considered cheating, right? Because she's bringing in the money that you don't have to worry about,
okay,
and she's not fucking anybody for it.
okay.
She's not kissed. She's not sucking dick for it. She's not doing anything sexual for it, which is what kills us. To imagine another nigga fucking our girl.
So is it okay?
Oh, if we imagine another nigga taking our girl out, she didn't do any of that. Like she said, women are very.
Okay, so if that's the case, is it okay for a dude just to be flirting on social media? He's not having sex with them.
Mhm.
He's not
We
even
do
meeting
it.
up.
We do it anyway already.
No.
it okay?
I'm talking about
It's immoral.
but is it cheating? Do you consider that cheating?
No,
Okay.
I've never considered a flirting cheating. I believe that flirting is a way to. It depends. Don't see a shorty wearing a dress and be like, damn, that ass look fat in that dress. That's being disrespectful.
Yeah, no,
if
but
you
is it
generally
cheating though?
If you say that way,
Yeah.
yeah, you're already visioning yourself fucking her. That's why you looked at her ass. But if you really looked at her ass and you say, you look nice today, you just keep it at that. Simple. But you know that you're still going to. That's not cheating because you didn't really put out that energy out there.
But if you're all you're saying is like, damn, you thicker than frozen peanut butter.
Every man has that thought when they go anywhere, even with their girls, their wives, their fiancés. You can go to the movie theater and a girl walks by. You can go to dinner and a girl walks by.
Yeah.
You can be in church and a girl walks by.
Right, but there are a lot of people that would consider that cheating, like emotionally cheating, because even
That's
though you're not,
impossible for you to emotionally cheat on something that's default. It's in our DNA. That's just how we men are built. Women, that's a part women don't want to accept. The second part that women don't want to accept, that men have sex without emotions. on a majority of the part, right?
Yeah.
They can go to dinner, right, with their wives and say, you go home. I'm just gonna I'm
gonna go to the bar real
go
quick.
to the bar and have a business talk.
Yeah.
I'm meeting somebody.
Get some whiskey.
And they see a shorty right there that they've been eyeing the whole time they were having dinner. They go back to her place and they go home like nothing happened. But the woman will go home and she doesn't want to be touched because her emotions are no longer
with you.
in sync with you.
Yeah.
It's now her thoughts are now thinking about that guy that beat it up. While you thought she was beating up, that other dude was like completely rearranging her guts. Yes.
Yeah.
The way that she that's another thing. Do we have time? Yeah, we do.
Still got time.
Okay, so the next topic is: do you believe that women or men should be? I do believe men should be a little bit more open to women, because we men, we always think we know what we're doing with women, right? Especially when it comes down to the do. And you hear women say it all the time that we don't know what we're doing.
Well, majority of women don't even have orgasms. So.
Well, majority of women have orgasms with other women.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about when it comes to men.
Yeah,
when it comes to men, a lot of them don't have
Okay.
have orgasms.
Do a lot of women fail in the sense that they could teach a man how to make them get to that?
No, you got to be able to read their mind.
You got to be in sync with them.
Yeah.
Right. You got to take.
No woman wants to teach a man.
We men rush too. As soon as
we really rush?
No,
do men really rush, or they just sometimes it just happens?
As soon as we get there, we see her with the booty shorts on, right, and the tank top. Turn off the lights
and light a candle
and turn on the motherfucking Netflix because we're not chilling, right? But a woman
all you see is, are y'all still watching this?
But a woman likes to be worked into it, right?
Yeah.
Like take your time, explore, do this, do that. Just don't jump into the do. And then when you're done, it's like they know that they don't use, like you said, they don't orgasm, or it takes a while before they orgasm. And then you done, and then what we do? Well,
I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow. It's about that time. I gotta head to work in a couple.
Like my homeboy just called me. He said he just got shot. I gotta head to Grady right now.
How come he got shot as soon as I finished though?
That's what she asked me. Like,
how come he got shot as soon as you finished?
Crazy shit. Just shit happens in mysterious ways.
I know, man. But I'm gonna hit you though. I'm gonna hit you.
I'm gonna call you back.
I'm gonna hit you though.
It's worse when you've been admiring somebody and you get with that person and you have sex with her, and the sex was just.
Oh yeah.
It was nothing like you envisioned.
You'd be like, "Is this what I waited for?"
Yeah. I feel bad for her too because it's not her fault, right? Not that she was lazy in bed. It's just the feel wasn't feeling.
Yeah.
The connection wasn't connecting. So then you have to almost really play it off because you're not going to call her again.
Nah.
Right? And then she blown up your phone like, hey, good morning.
Hey, big head.
I made you grits and eggs. You want to come over and watch some Amazon Prime with me? You come up with every excuse. I'm working. It's 2:00 in the morning. What do you do?
I work at a factory.
Like I'm EMT. You're not an EMT. You said you were IT last time.
I work at Amazon. I work the night shift at Amazon.
I'll come there. Like, no. You need a clearance for this. I used to work there. I have my clearance. Yo, if a woman wants to
next thing you know, you look at the window, you see her like this.
She right there, bro. She right there. That's the thing.
Oh,
nobody likes to feel that reject, right? And I feel like if we were honest, because the truth is we're no longer going to communicate. So just it happened to me. I was talking to this girl at Georgia State for the longest, right? We eventually decided to go out. We went to the movies, which as I got older, I realized that movies is like the worst thing you can do because you can't really communicate.
Right.
So we got to the movies and we were just like two strangers. Even when I was trying my go-to, you know how guys be like, she said, nigga, try to do it. She was like, I'll never forget her name, Kayla, light-skinned Kayla. If you listen, yes, or you be like, do it again.
The kung fu stop.
I don't get down like that, nigga.
But
so
you see,
I'm
but
still being a gentleman, right? Because I don't ever assume, right? This move right here might have worked for 10, but the 11th is like, no. I still took her to dinner. We got to dinner that I paid for, right? Because I'm the gentleman.
Right.
And because now it's like, you gonna give me some pussy? Okay, we splitting this bill. They for real doing this now.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
if you're not coming home with me, split the bill.
That's true. They are doing
exactly. So then we get to dinner and we're eating and there's no conversation. I struggle to come up with stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
But the one thing I was sure about is I want her to come back to the crib. But she know that after we're done, what's next? We're never gonna talk to each other again because we couldn't even sit down and have a conversation at dinner.
But that's the thing,
So
though.
she stopped it. She said after dinner, she says, "Well, I'm just gonna go home because we didn't click at all."
Yeah.
And some men will be upset at that. Like, can you at least come to the crib? I spent all this money on you.
Can I at least,
Can I?
Can you at least touch it?
You put your titties in my mouth. Can you put your titties in my mouth?
I spent all this money. Can you at least just touch it?
Exactly.
just
My
touch
windows
it.
are tinted. We don't have to go back to the
We
crib.
don't even got to go back to the crib. I'll take you back to your crib, and we can just be in the car.
We become beggars. We do become beggars.
But without being beggars,
And that
we do
turns
become
women.
beggars.
That turns. Oh, you begging ass nigga. We like, come on, please.
because you be like,
You came to my crib.
because we don't literally say all that, but we be like,
Come on.
so what you got to get into? Oh, I'm about to go home. Oh, for real? For real?
Word?
You don't want to, hang out?
Nah, I'm good. I have fun though.
I mean, we could go in for a nightcap. I got some, fun.
I'm
No.
good.
Oh, okay.
I'm good, Lie. You keep asking. I'm good.
I'm just saying.
I'm good.
Okay. I guess I'll take you back home then.
And then you pull the last one. Can I drive you to your car?
Can I walk you to your door? That's it.
Oh, if y'all drove together.
Can I walk you to your door?
And they slam that door in your motherfucking
You
face.
be waiting.
They don't
You be
even
like-
hug you.
You be like, I
Right.
mean, I hope to hear from you again. Yeah. So I'm about to go in. I'm gonna talk to you later. No, she ain't gonna talk to you later.
And
And you just outside the door, like, damn.
No, you try to at least lean in for a hug.
Yeah, I mean,
You try to lean
she
in for a hug.
give me this. No, she even give you like,
She's like, and they always say this fuck shit that they don't give a fuck about. Text me when you get home, so I know you
hey,
safe.
when you text them, they don't respond back.
You already blocked, nigga. As soon as they walked in the door, you're blocked. You are blocked. You know how your iPhone say delivered?
Yeah.
It's not delivered anymore.
Then guess what? You try to do the green.
Yeah.
You try to
The
switch
green
it.
ain't working either. But you go straight on Instagram. Before she blocks you, you see her, she active.
No, and you saw her story.
Niggas ain't shit.
Or no, not even that. The restaurant y'all were at.
Yeah.
She posted.
But she didn't post you. She posted the food, but she didn't post you. She said, I'm out having fun. But she ain't having no fun.
She ain't having no fun.
She's trying to press the other niggas like she's out.
Ah,
And then she texts her
Oh, my
homegirls.
goodness.
She texts the homegirls the truth.
I'm saying, man, that was.
But the thing is, I believe certain women also go into the situation knowing exactly what they want.
Oh,
I
yeah,
want
yeah,
to
yeah.
go to this restaurant to go eat. And I know I'm not going home with this nigga, right? I've heard women use the period line. I'm Aunt Flo is here, so I can't do nothing. And I've heard some niggas say, prove it. Take those motherfucking panties off right now. And the girl be like, no, it's nasty. I'm nasty, motherfucker. All I'm saying is, if you are really trying to play a nigga and you're not on your period, good luck
Bruh,
to you.
'cause there's some dudes out here
they will
like,
smash.
They will smash.
They
it, let
will
alone.
eat it. They will do a lot of stuff. Yeah, exactly. Disgusting.
Yeah,
But they're out there.
They out
They're
there.
out there.
You'll
Yep.
find them.
Yep.
You'll find them. That's not something that's not known to man.
Now, the one thing I won't feel bad for is
What?
if you went into that situation trying to play the man and the man embarrasses you, then that's just the yin to the yang. You brought your energy, he brought his energy. Like, you knew you was going into the situation trying to play him. You wanted something to eat. If you would have told him straight, like up front, like, I'm not in that zone right now.
Yeah.
Whatever you can use that could be more polite, that you let him know that you want to go out, but you don't expect anything sexual. And you go out to go eat, at least you can always fall back on that.
Yeah, I told
But
you.
certain women they give this illusion, or they give this pretense that they're going to do something. And then after they spend all your money, and I'm not trying to, but women say, if you want this ass, if you want this pussy, you got to spend money. But then when we say, take this money, I'm like, I ain't no hoe. Then if we're going out to go eat, I'm paying for this stuff, or the man is paying for this stuff, right? And after it's all said and done, the one thing that is going to completely satisfy his night. And if you're not ready to do that, then just don't attempt to, because a lot of men, once their feelings are hurt, they just see black.
Bro,
They don't see your face no more. You're now the ugliest person. He just called you beautiful right when he was paying the bill. Like, oh my God, you smell so good. You're so beautiful. What kind of shoes are those?
That's how a lot of people.
She got on some Air Max, but it's the best Air Max he ever seen in his life, right? And he walked into the car, he's smiling. And then when she gives that little church hug, he knows then
Oh yeah.
that the mission is.
Well, you can usually even tell by the date, because if y'all not really interacting, if she's if she's on her phone majority of the whole night and y'all not really interacting, you already know how that shit's going.
If she's ordering more plates to go, she's not going home with you.
Nah,
She's going home to her roommates and say, "Yo, I got you lamb chops. I got you a T-bone steak. We good."
yeah.
Well,
Sometimes they'll come out and ask you. They be like,
can you bring me some food for my homegirl?
girl.
And you trying to impress her, right? Because you trying to seal this deal, and
But
then
in
you
her
do it.
mind, you like, I'm
She's
just
like,
getting
I
trying to
just
get.
play this nigga.
Yeah.
Can she get the cheesecake too? Not just a slice, the whole thing, please, from Cheesecake Factory, the one that costs $100. And then you try to impress her, and you be like, "I'm going to the bathroom, be right back." And you check,
You calling your bank?
you checking your statement at first. For some niggas, not all niggas. You checking your statement. Because the truth is, if you want a legitimate man that's making money, then the money's going to be legitimate, right? It's not going to be endless, which means that he has his bills he has to pay.
Exactly.
So if you're trying to carelessly spend his money without being, at least a little bit respectful that this man has a 9 to 5, it's different if he was with a drug dealer
But I don't think,
or he was with a scammer. I've seen a scammer spend like 20, 30 on one date and it's nothing for them.
man, they spend that in the club.
So that's what I'm saying. Club is different because they're trying to get the women's attention. But once they get her attention, now we're going out. And then she says, "Well, I want these new Chanel shoes." And you go to the mall, you get her those. And then you go to dinner after that. And you're not just drinking just regular water, right? You're trying to impress the fuck out of her.
You drink that volcano water.
And then they say, "Would you like a glass of wine?" A glass?
Give me the whole
Give me
bottle.
the fucking bottle.
Actually, bring 2, because we might finish this one in one go.
And then you give her that look, right? I'm like, you good? You need anything else?
Hold on, look, and before, can we get into some of these people? Some people are talking. So
Let's take a break and answer some
yeah, so they said Lulu said, wait, Kev, let's go back further. Kev said, I don't see why not. I think he's talking about men and women being friends.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is not attracted to everybody.
That's my point. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure you two aren't attracted to every woman. Lulu said, just because you spend money doesn't mean you're obligated to get anything. That's a turn off. Why do we have to explain that nothing's going down?
Okay, so why don't we just go out to dinner and then you pay for yours and I pay for mine? And if we don't, then you look down on us as us being broke.
That's true.
So why is it okay for us to accept that narrative, but it's a problem when we call it out for the women, right? So if we take you out and like, why would you go out with a man you're not attracted to? Unless you want to take advantage of him.
That's
where I'm going. That's where I'm leading with.
that's
Exactly. I'm not saying that if I met a girl and I'm attracted to her and we
And
go out
she's
to go
attracted
eat,
to me, and then it turns
exactly.
turns
If I
into
found if I walked outside and I saw a girl and I said, "Hey, you want to go out to go eat, go get some dinner," and we do, I'm not expecting sex. I want it, but I'm not expecting it because I'm into her. So I'm ready to build.
You're hoping for it.
I'm hoping to build exactly.
No, you're hoping to get the sex.
Of course.
You're hoping to get the sex.
I mean, but
you're not
the building,
you're not
when you
feeling like
build-
you're obligated to.
There we go. Versus we're at the club. A shorty that's been shaking her ass for like the past 30 minutes is that I'm thinking, yo, I want to smash this shorty. And I go approach her and I'd say, what you doing after this? She's like, I don't know. I'm drunk as fuck. I'm like, let's go to Waffle. Let's go to IHOP. And after that, we start to, and she sees my car. She sees how much I'm spending. So she's like, this nigga got money. And I say, let's go back to your crib. And she says, it's different levels to it. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're trying to build something with a girl, then men don't really expect it. They are working for it.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, let's be real. Men don't try to go on dates men don't hang out with women just because of company. Let's be real. If I'm attracted to you, I'm not trying to hang out with you just because I just want you around.
And
it's because
what blows my mind with women too. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say because obviously I want to engage in sexual relations.
Straight to it.
It's true though. If I'm trying to impress you, I'm buying you dinner.
You know what also gets me?
I'm taking you out on dates. I'm trying to have sex.
What gets you see?
You say what?
That's what women always say.
What?
Why is it always about sex? Why is it always about money with women then?
Exactly.
Why do I have to take you to go buy
Why is it about money? Why is it about security?
If I took you to the mall right now.
Let's not even say money. Let's say security. Why is it all about security with women? Okay. Have you ever had testosterone before?
What?
Have you ever had testosterone just pumping in your body before?
No.
That's why
That's
a
why.
woman will never understand that part. You know what also gets me? A woman that if a man says, I want to take you on a date, right? and then he comes to pick you up and he takes you to Piedmont Park and got the sandwiches, the grapes, and the wine and all that stuff. A woman's like, "Oh, nigga, you broke. Why you doing all this shit, nigga?"
No, there are women out there. If you're not taking them to a
You
5-star
are an
restaurant,
exception.
yeah.
I'm talking about women are really calling men broke for doing. Okay, so I call you to the crib and I cook for you.
Let's go have coffee.
I call you
People
to
say
the
that's
crib
broke.
on a non-sexual type thing, and I cook for you. I'm talking. I cooked a 5-star meal for you. There are a lot of women that call that broke. Why didn't you take me to a restaurant? Yes, but first of all, the women's gonna be like, "Where the trash at?" Because I think you ordered this shit.
But once you say, "Come to my house, I'll cook for you," the first thing that's popping through a woman's mind is, "Oh, he trying to
Yes.
smash. He trying to smash."
It is a big risk,
It
right?
is. Going to a woman's house is a big risk too.
I
Your
think the
baby
woman-
daddy might pop up.
Well, let's
and
not,
the next
let's
thing you
not
know,
talk about the
boom.
woman with baby daddies. Let's just talk about a woman by herself, because the baby daddy situation. Once a nigga sees black, nigga, I've heard stories, bruh.
I've heard stories too.
A nigga was fucking the baby mama was the baby daddy was a sheriff,
Oh, for real.
and he does like surprise 2 a.m., 5 a.m. drive ups because he's patrolling, right? And this one time she had left the club, she's in her crib with the dude, they're going at it, and I don't know why this nigga still got the keys, opens up the door, they had it in the living room. And even if that man wasn't going to do nothing, you could almost understand the fire that was going through his eyes when he saw another man was pipe. And when you hear your girl, like her moaning. See her laughing? You hear that shit?
And that's why
Because that's what plays in our ears like a radio.
I will never look
That
at you
moan.
to say.
Exactly. That's why.
I can never look at you to
That's where
say.
the black starts. Because you look at her. You're like,
That's a man's villain origin. That's a man's villain origin. Oh,
this is why I believe that the United States started that passion in the heat of the moment. That like if you go to court,
oh yeah.
there's a thing that you can say to you in the heat of the moment.
Yeah,
Because I could just
because
imagine.
it's not.
You're not thinking.
Yeah, you didn't think about doing that. It was just
You walk in.
adrenaline, and then boom. So,
She naked, right? And she's like either grabbing the sheets or she's like.
No, you said
really-
couch, so
Okay,
that means
that's
she
it.
most likely bent over.
Y'all remember what's that movie with Tay Diggs, Morris Chestnut?
I just talked about this with one of my male friends today.
The best man when
Oh.
Morris Chestnut read it. He read the whole thing that Tay Diggs, and he envisions it. And that's what starts to boil inside you. And then you see this person that you thought was supposed to be loyal to you.
That's bullshit because he cheated on her numerous times.
Yes.
You know
And-
what? You know what?
Numerous times.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen this movie. It's called Uninvited Guests or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, with Mekhi Phifer.
With Mekhi Phifer.
I've seen that.
Is it new?
No, that's
No,
old.
okay.
It's
Mm.
super
Like,
old.
years, seasons.
Okay.
Yeah, basically,
I need to go watch it.
basically, Mekhi Phifer was
Crazy.
crazy, but he was messing with this married woman, and he was just piping her down.
Uh-huh.
And next thing you know, it got to the extent where, he was piping her down. Actually, y'all gotta go. I have to remember, but basically, her husband planned the whole thing.
He planned it.
Her husband planned the whole thing to write a book about it, bro.
I need to go find that movie.
Yeah, bro. Because you
It's
just
on Tubi.
it is on Tubi. Oh, bro.
Shout out to Tubi.
Tubi got all the ratchet films, bro.
Believe it.
Tubi got all the
I
ratchet
remember
films.
that part. I watched it a long time ago.
Oh yeah, because
I know it was a big
Mekhi was piping her down.
I remember that, but I forgot that.
Oh yeah, at the end, yeah, at the end,
I
yeah.
forgot the plot twist. It's on Tubi right
It reminds me of Acrimony, right? Like that's a movie that
That's
has
the one Tyler Perry.
yeah, that's a movie that with Cookie. What's Cookie's name?
now.
Taraji P.
Taraji,
Henson,
Taraji.
and that's the only person I think I can remember for the movie. But when I have this conversation with my wife, when I have this conversation with friends, the men are on that guy's side, right? Because have you watched it?
Yeah. I've watched it.
How he was trying to reach this goal, but it wasn't in the timely manner that Taraji P. Henson and her sisters wanted him to reach. He was almost looked at as
Less
useless
than.
and a loser. And he believed in his product so much that he cost them their biggest client when he was supposed to deliver some food, and they said they never wanted to do business with him. Long story short, because of that one incident, she divorced him. Well, because of that was the final straw. It was a buildup. You're right. She couldn't have kids because of him. Also, he had cheated. She ran through the trailer,
Oh.
and she was in the hospital. She couldn't have kids.
Yeah.
So I can almost understand Taraji's buildup, of her being frustrated with him, but then he made the money. He was worth, let's just say he was worth $20 million. And he went.
Once he wrote her that check, I would have been able to walk away.
You wouldn't be able to?
I would have.
You would have.
He wrote the check to right his wrong.
Yes, exactly. Got the house. He wrote the check and got the house back and apologized.
To me,
But
And he said he still loved her, but I'm sorry I couldn't give you.
I couldn't be who you
You want to be at the
To me, at that moment, I can walk away.
Okay.
but the
Okay.
thing is that
But
she
then
believes
this woman,
but she also believed that the life that
He
was
promised her-
she
but-
wanted that lifestyle.
and this brings me down to how territorial a woman can be, because men would walk away with that 10 million and go start all over again.
Yeah. I would have walked away. From
But women are way more.
10
They
million?
want. They're way more than that's my man, right? Yes, sure, we had our problems, but he became this because of me, and he ended up marrying the woman that he cheated on with in the trailer. So it's a
That was a rough one.
yeah.
That was a
It's
rough one,
you
man.
can't just you can't automatically
Gray.
you can't really automatically come out and just side with him,
Yeah.
because then you take everything that Taraji went through. Because remember, she had her mother's life insurance that he depleted. She had to start working, and he wasn't working. And then
But you don't think that 10 million at least made up for at least 80%
That was-
of what he did?
but that was after.
The 10 million was like a band-aid on a bullet wound.
And see,
Because I get because of he cheated, and because of him, she can't have kids no more. I get that.
okay,
I get that. There's no coming back from that one. But I'm talking about where it comes to the fact where, okay, I know I was wrong. There's only so much I can do. I'm
So-
giving you this out not because I feel bad for you or anything like that, but because number one, you deserve it, and I need to right my wrongs.
okay.
So if you're doing that, then because I get it. She ended the relationship with him because, and I think she should have. I mean,
Okay, so I want to.
yeah, it was too much. I believe she should have done. She should have ended the relationship with him. I don't see anything wrong with her ending it. But once you end it, because it seemed like Taraji was trying to get back with him.
I don't think that. I think she was more
I
of
just felt like she owed something.
that's her, that wherever that girl was, that's her position. Because
Exactly.
if that man if he stayed single, right, then Taraji would have taken that 10 million and just walked away. Remember, she saw the wedding dress.
Yeah.
That's when she knew he was, and then she showed up and she said, "This is a place that you said you were always going to get," and he named the boat that he was going to name after Taraji. He named it after his new fiance.
Yeah.
So he was replacing everything that he had promised her and gave it to somebody that he felt was, because the person that got him that meeting was her.
But what was he supposed to do though? That's the
no,
thing.
no. Whatever
If
he
they-
did wasn't his fault. After he gave her the 10 million, like she said, after he
Yeah,
gave
that's
her
what
the
I'm
10 million,
saying. Like, what else was he supposed to do?
Taraji was just operating off emotions and mentals.
She was acrimonious.
Exactly. So we had somebody, Kev,
Yeah.
comment says that I think that's a problem, and I completely agree with you. So I'm going to go ahead and cover that right there. Kev says that I think that's a problem right there. People need to stop trying to impress everybody. Be yourself. If you can't afford something, don't buy it. The purses is not for you. Completely agree. And I want to stress that for the men, right? If you cannot afford to take her to, say, American Cuts, take her to Applebee's. If she doesn't want to go to Applebee's with you, find somebody else that's in that bracket where if you go to Applebee's, you can afford it, right? You don't have to take her to Saks or Tiffany's. You can take her to Macy's, or you can take her to Nordstrom's. You can find somebody that's in your bracket, right? Lulu says, it's not always about the money, though. I think opinions are screwed because of the demographic. These conversations only exist in our community. Yes, and we have to almost stick within our community. I don't really know what happens outside of the community, but Kev, I'm just gonna call him Kev. I feel like calling Kev is a little too much. Kev, I completely agree with you. I do think that a lot of men out there, because of these baddies that we see now walking around, and a baddie can be broke but still look like she's out of your league, right? Like you can see a baddie that lives in the projects, right? But she still wants you to give her all this money to impress her. And when you find out, or she lives in a project, then why are you trying to give her this money? She can't get the money anywhere else, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think I also believe that, it's because of how we're taught. We're taught that, hey, if you perfect example for when it comes to dating. If you want me, you got to be able to spend a certain amount of money on me.
Yeah.
You know, for men, for women, it's, oh well, if you want me to give you this certain attention, then you got to look a certain way.
Not for the most part.
Well,
And Kev says that both made a mistake talking about the Acrimony movie. She should have left him alone in the beginning, told him when he asked for the money, he should have worked harder to make his dream come true instead of dragging her. Lulu says yes, because the new chick got to live the life Taraji P. Henson should have lived. She went through the trenches for him, and the girl reaped all the benefits. But if we go back to the movie, the girl actually worked. I get what you're saying, like being married to the man that you saw every day.
Did she leave him though? Right?
Taraji asked for the divorce,
right
after he had cost them their biggest client. I'm talking about he started to mess up the family money now.
No, I get that, but
she lost the house.
No, I get that. I get that.
She asked for the divorce,
but she asked for the divorce, right? Yeah. So you can't, you left him. But even though I'm not judging you.
Right?
I'm not.
But we can't exclude the emotion.
Yeah, of course. But I'm not saying you're wrong for leaving him either. But the reason why I say you left him is because, okay, I get you want to live the life that he wanted, but since you left, that is out the window. Yeah, that goes out the window.
And this is a prime example of for better or for worse. I do believe that back in the day, our grandparents or great grandparents, they were sticking it out.
Yeah.
When they should have left. They should have, could have, but they stayed right there and weathered that storm because either they made that promise. That's one thing we have to agree on. The agreements or the promises that we make in front of a preacher are no longer as serious as it was back then. You stand in front of a preacher and you say, for better, for worse, to death do you part, and in 3 weeks you're getting a divorce.
Right. Yeah.
Because this person did something that you didn't like.
But that's the thing.
Unless it's abuse, verbally, mentally,
then
emotionally, physically,
definitely get out
different.
There. Get out of there. Get out of there.
If it's something that you're just not feeling, or he's not making as much money, or he got fired, and
if it's because you have an orgasm in 2 years, that's no reason. That's no reason.
I don't
stick
agree.
it out.
Stick it out. I have no comment on that part. I don't think anybody would be okay walking around 2 years without orgasm. If she's sticking it out, that means the milkman is sticking it in. So there's an in and out going on.
But you're right. I'm just joking. I'm really just joking. But you know what? That's where communication comes in. Talk to your partners. Tell your partner, be like, hey, you gotta pick it up, bro.
I think that's where a lot of women struggle on how to actually have that conversation with their man. Because our pride is up there, right? So how does a woman tell a man, like, the way you're doing this is I'm not getting no type of traction out of this?
I think it's better than egging him on, and then you egg him on
because now he's buying you the Louis.
Yeah,
he's buying you the Chanel.
But guess what? I think as you're egging him on and you're not getting what you want, it's going to make things worse because you're going to start resenting him for still not being able to do what he's supposed to do.
True. Well, that's only until you get upset.
Exactly.
Women
how often? Wait, and let me ask you this before you go. How often do women get upset?
It happens.
Okay, so it's not going to be like a week. It's going to be maybe within the week.
Why is it every time they're upset at us, our dick is little?
Because they know that's what hurts.
We're broke.
That's what hurts.
We're broke.
That's what hurts.
You ain't shit. Literally, they always go straight to the. That's why you got a little dick.
It's like,
but she was moaning like yesterday.
But this
I was lying, nigga.
You know what it is? It's like the same. It's like the same effect of you. If let's say a guy gets upset at a woman, and the dude just says, "That's why you ugly," or "That's why you built like a 5-year-old." If you go at a woman's appearance, that's when you're going to get the full blunt of their wrath. So that's why women know how to get to a man. They know to talk about his finances. They know to talk about the sex game
and his size.
And his size and
they find things to just tear you apart.
Yeah.
But they got to be careful. Certain men that'll turn right back around and tear them apart. Right?
Like that's why I fucked Keisha yesterday.
Oh no, they be like, look at you. Look like you had like 6 beers, your big ass belly. Ass looking like a pancake from IHOP. They just keep going in, right? And then you can't go in anymore because you're limited with what you could throw out.
That's true.
But he goes all the way in.
But yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. I think that when it comes to that, especially dating, just date people that you're attracted to instead of trying to like pull one over on somebody. That's one thing I don't like because I put that in the same category with scamming. I'm not a fan of scamming because people work too hard to get what they have.
I'm not a fan of scamming, but if the scammers want to throw money at you,
If they're going to throw it at me, I ain't going. I mean, that'd be crazy for me not to
They'd be
take it. That's rude. You
like,
don't
I
just.
got like 10K. You want to?
I mean, I'll be like, yeah, bro, just wash it first.
The police call me,
I,
nigga. I'm snitching.
I'm snitching.
I'm not going to federal prison. my
Nah,
nigga.
I know where I got it from.
I'm snitching.
He live on 12th.
Yep.
He live at that he lived downtown in Midtown in the high rise. You'll find him.
Okay.
The fancy door.
Kevy says we're gonna have to wrap this up, but Kev says that back then our parents and grandparents more than likely actually needed each other financially. Today, a lot of people have their own already, but alone means that they're alone and they're lonely. And a lot of women have right next to their nightstand when you open up that. What's all up in there? All their toys, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't want. I guarantee when you go to your whoever you're talking to, their house, and you can get in their bedroom, just open it right quick. Like, you got to charge them, just open it. You see all their toys right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or it's probably under their pillow somewhere right close to them, right? Because they are not going to deal with the bullshit. But what is the bullshit? It's because the woman is now independent. She can call her own shots now. So she doesn't have to really rely on a man. But you need a man, just like a man needs a woman.
Do you know what they said?
What?
So, with all due respect, do you know what they said? I was listening to this comedian. He said that
we got 3 minutes.
Yeah, he said lesbians are. He said they're not real.
What the fuck?
He said that they're imaginary because because they use toys.
Yeah.
He said that just proves that they like penis. They just don't like the personalities of men.
I never thought about it like that.
They said they like penis. They just don't like what the men that come with it.
You're right. If a lesbian is getting penetrated, right?
Yeah.
That's what men do. Right?
Yeah. So and I get it. Nobody wants to deal with some personalities that certain people have. So why not? So, but I mean, it's when he said it, I was dying laughing. I'm not going to front with you.
I think we'll always need each other, Kev.
I think so.
I think that the narrative has just changed that some men that want to take care of women have finally waved the flag and say, you know what? If the woman wants to run everything, let her run it, right?
I don't think that's a good option.
It's not. But that's what men are tired of, trying to be gentlemen, right? But then the women are not treating us like gentlemen. Not all women, but some women are not treating us like gentlemen. They're treating us like ATMs. So if you're going to treat a man like an ATM, he's going to treat you like a what?
I mean,
like a doorknob.
That's true. I mean, whatever you're looking for, I think you get. If you're only looking for money, then you're going to get certain guys that are just looking for sex.
Yep.
That's why when people are, complaining about all of these rich guys that are bouncing from one female to another, I'm like, what can you really expect? Like, women throw themselves at them all the time. They don't have to commit to you to get what
certain women
want.
use it as that's their employment. Like, they jump around to pay the one nigga's gonna pay their mortgage, their rent,
the light bill,
the rent,
food.
Food. Exactly. They just keep going.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that if you want a certain type of person, you also have to look at the pros and the cons of dealing with them. I don't think anybody's perfect. I think everybody has their flaws. It's just, are you willing to put up with those flaws, or do you want, or you don't want to? You have the choice. You want to deal with the dude that has a lot of money? Well, guess what? A lot of women going to want him. It all depends on if the man is going to indulge in it or not. If you know that this man indulges in it, perfect example, when the whole thing with 2 Chainz, people be bashing 2 Chainz because because he got like 300 baby mamas.
Oh, he does?
Dude got it.
2 Chainz or Future?
Sorry, Future. I'm sorry.
I'm about to
sorry,
say, 2
sorry,
Chainz
not
is
2 Chainz.
married,
My
but like-
bad. My bad. 2 Chainz, not you. I meant to say Future. I got it confused because of the dreads.
Yeah,
and they
be
both
from
tall,
Atlanta, yeah.
and they both from Atlanta.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
no, Future's who I mean.
Yeah.
Future has like 20 something baby mamas,
Nick
and
Cannon.
then Nick Cannon. And so,
But
when they do
financially
something-
take care of it.
but the thing is that if you're going to complain about these guys, you already know what you already know what you're getting into when you mess with them.
Yeah.
So you can't really be surprised when they do the things that they do. Now, so that's why
Now,
I'm
I
saying
think most of these women are just trying to secure.
a bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why they
Shoot, if I was a female, I'll be up
It's
there.
different,
I might be part of Nick Cannon's crew
exactly. But it's
if he
different.
gonna
I think-
take care of me.
I'm confident Sierra is not asking for child support from that man.
No, she got Russell Wilson.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she got Russell Wilson. But if she did it, do you think she would?
Yes. I mean, Sierra hasn't had a song in forever. So
Well, she just put one out.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, it
But
was,
she's not really her money's not.
and they bashed her for it
See.
because they were like, "You talking about independent woman, girl? You got a whole husband at the house. You got a whole husband at the house. How you going to be trying to promote independent
all you
women?"
do is pop babies out and show up at the
and
NFL
showed in the
game.
NFL games. He had a game today.
Yeah.
So, but no, we're gonna get up out of here. We enjoyed having y'all in Lagos traffic. Hey, you guys watching this video, like, subscribe, comment, share it.
Like I said, tell us how your day was.
Yeah,
Kev, let us know.
yeah,
We
all of
appreciate
y'all.
your input. You was
Kevy
really,
Kev, Lulu,
you was really on it. Lulu too. Y'all
Miss
was really on
Scorpion,
it.
Candy, all of y'all. Thank you guys for showing up, showing love.
We'll be back next week.
Yes.
1.
Peace.